record this. There we go. Okay. When Melvin offered me the opportunity to sit in front of you and become the chair and reignite this committee, I was very appreciative, and I was also very honored to be asked to do so. So just so you know, in the chambers, hard work does not go unnoticed. We're always watching. And so without further ado, I want to jump right into our call. So for those of you who are not able to attend last month's call, we are changing the format of this particular committee's call. We're no longer calling it a meeting. We're calling it a call. And our format is going to look a little bit more like a version of Tuesday Talk. And so we are still gearing up for that and trying to get that really set up and going the way that we would love for it to transition for us. It is a process, right? But even down to getting the music vibes going, even down to having a guest speaker for each month in either education or workforce development to kind of keep our ear to the streets of what is going on. And also in an effort to make sure that you all are receiving a multitude of opportunities that will be presented to us and that are available inside of our particular industry. So really excited to be able to offer all of that to you. And I do want to make sure that you understand and you know who is serving on your committee's leadership team. And so, of course, we have Dale Martin, who is actually in New York, but he loves ABC and he travels back and forth, and he does an amazing and tremendous amount of work. I've had the pleasure of working with Dale for the last 3 years inside of ABC, and he has never disappointed. And Dale is going to spearhead our sponsorship and partnership efforts for different events that we have coming up that we want to make sure we're able to offer to the community at large, as well as our community right here inside of this particular committee. And then we also have Lucia Simon Francois. She is our membership lead or director for the committee. And so you'll be seeing more and more correspondence from Lucia. Instead of always coming from me, you'll see more and more correspondence coming from Lucia about different opportunities and engagement, et cetera, that we have going on inside of the committee. And then we also have our KPI strategic planning, data analyzing genius, Jernicia Chafois, who she has not joined us yet, but she will be coming in at some point this morning. And she is serving with us as well on the executive leadership team. And so there are a couple of things that I will dive into and share with you guys about opportunities inside of our committee and how we are progressing forward with initiatives that we set out with for the beginning of the year. So one of the key announcements that I want to bring up is in regards to Circle. And if you were on our platform, if you were on our meeting last month, then you are familiar with Circle. And some of you may already be in Circle, but if you are not, let me tell you what Circle is. This is an Atlanta Black Chambers featured resource for members only. It is a members only platform. If you are not a member, you are not allowed to be in the Circle. Now, let me tell you what constitutes you as being a member of ABC and being able to get inside of Circle. You have to be in good standing with the chambers. And a large part of being in good standing with the chambers is making sure you paid your dues, whether you're doing it monthly or you are doing it on an annual basis. You want to make sure that you are in good standing with the chambers. And as a result, what that looks like for you is making sure that you get in contact with our new membership lead, okay? And his name is Aviel. Aviel is our membership lead, and he will help you to get registered and get you updated if you are not in good standing. That way, I can have you pulled into Circle. Now, Circle is a platform that ABC started pushing last November, and there are some people who are in and some people who are not. If you know that you are in good standing and you are not in Circle, I need you to email me, okay? And I'm going to put, you should have it from all of the correspondence that I put in the chat. And I'm not in the chat, via email and our other platforms that we use to communicate. But I want to make sure that if you are not inside of if you are not inside of Circle, and you are in good standing, that you get your admission to Circle. So please message me if you are in good standing. Send me an email, just put it in the chat, send me an email telling me you are in good standing and you are not in Circle. If you are in good standing and you're not in Circle, let me know. If you're not in good standing and you want to get back into good standing, send me an email letting me know that as well. So either way, I need to know what your status is so that I can kind of guide you and help you. And if you are in a position to where you're not able to get back into good financial standing at this point, that is okay too. Let me know when there are ways that we can help and maneuver around that as well. But either way, please communicate so that I will know how I can be and the team can be of assistance to you in helping you to move forward, okay? That is a really big feature. We're going to start doing more and more communication there. So with that being said, I want you guys to know, and feel free to put comments in the chat, feel free to put your information in the chat, any events that you have coming up, events that are going on in the community, feel free to use the chat, network, etc. inside of it. What I want you guys to know and understand is that we're going to be moving away from sending opportunities via email, okay? And I've already started that process. So we're going to be doing a lot more correspondence in our WhatsApp group, which we are already doing it. If you have not joined our WhatsApp group, please check your email and your text messages. We have been sending out correspondence to let you guys know when we are having events, but we do it when we're having events, when we have opportunities, any updates about the committee. All of it goes into our WhatsApp group. Please join the WhatsApp group if you have not joined the WhatsApp group yet. It is essential, okay? It is critical. And we need you to come on over. Now, we have quite a few of you who have already joined our WhatsApp group. If you have not joined the WhatsApp group, here is the link in the chat. Okay, so my email is in the chat. Let me know if you're not in Circle and you are in good standing. Let me know if you are not in good standing and you want to get in Circle and get back updated with ABC. I also need to know if you guys want to get inside of our WhatsApp group. The link is in the chat. Go ahead, click that link, join WhatsApp. Okay, that's how we get the most immediate correspondence. We will also be doing updates in Circle. So again, we're moving away from sending opportunities and a lot of information via email. We're going to build our Circle community, and we have a community inside of Circle just for us. And I want you guys to really know and understand the importance of how we're going to move forward and communicate it. I don't want anyone left behind. I don't want anyone to feel as though they did not know and they did not have an opportunity to get inside of any of these platforms. Please make sure you join Circle or that you or you join the WhatsApp group, okay? And again, you have to go through me in order to get to Circle. Now, what does Circle look like? What does Circle look like? It's kind of like our own social media platform, if that makes sense. And it's pretty dope. It's pretty interesting. And I'll pull it up here on the screen for you guys in just a few moments. But it is a pretty amazing and dope experience where we're able to build additional relationships just for ABC members inside of Circle. And it reminds me a lot of, what would I say? It reminds me a lot of, which platform? I guess it's kind of a combination of LinkedIn and Facebook, where you have the different breakout groups inside of, you have different breakout groups inside of Facebook, but then on LinkedIn, it's still professional and it's still clean. So it's kind of a combination between the two in terms of what Circle looks like and how amazing it is. And so it's really important that as we move forward, we are in a situation where we are utilizing that, because again, even inside of Circle, where you can greet and you can get to know and build relationships with additional individuals who are not inside of our committee, but then we have our own community inside of there just for our committee. And we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of that opportunity and that we are actually building our community out. I had already started putting some information inside of Circle for everyone so that once you enter in, you'll be like, hey, this is our platform. This is what we're doing. This is our community. So you're not going in with just an absolute blind and blank canvas inside of our community. I wanted to make sure that you guys felt welcome and that you knew who was going to be a part of that community for you. Okay. So those are my two soapboxes that I'm going to stand on, and I'm going to continue to press upon you guys to make sure you join WhatsApp and Circle. And I see some of you have already started emailing me about Circle and not being able to get into the platform, but you know that you are in good standing. And so please continue to do that. Do not miss that opportunity. If I don't know, if you guys don't tell me, I don't necessarily know whether you're in good standing or not, okay? And I am currently working with Melvin and Keisha and Andrea Theojohn, who is actually spearheading that initiative for us. I am currently working with them to make sure of who we have in good standing and making sure that our people are actually able to get into the platform. And so let me know, okay? Now, without further ado, the next item on our agenda actually moves into our debrief on the Atlanta Black Expo. So inside of the Atlanta Black Expo, which if you are not familiar with the Atlanta Black Expo, it is Atlanta's leading marketplace expo for Black businesses. And the group, Pro Networker Incorporated, is run, managed, and owned by our very own Atlanta Black Chambers member, Corey Moore. And Corey Moore has been putting this event on for this year, made the 4th year. Initially, he started that event inside of the Cobb Galleria. And now he's moved over to Georgia World Congress. And that is not a small feat for our type of events, for events for Black business. So the fact that he's at Georgia World Congress and he now has 2 exhibit halls that his expo occupies, we've got to be more vigilant. So this year, our committee had an opportunity and we were asked to be a part of the expo and represent the chambers. The chambers, we provided our format and we set it up a little differently this year in comparison to last year. Last year was kind of open space, just walk up, see us. We had some tables at the event, that sort of thing. This year, we created what people have coined the ABC world, and it was actually created by Shirley Xavier. And Shirley did a phenomenal job. It was an exclusive members-only access type of experience. And it was a lounge. So it was called the VIP at the ABC VIP Activation Lounge. And so inside of this lounge, we had different committees were presented, but in order for you to enter the lounge, you either had to be invited by one of the committee chairs or our executive director or our president and CEO. Otherwise, you could not get in. You had to play bingo. And in order to play bingo, you could only go around the perimeter of the lounge, and you had to get certain information from each one of the committees that were represented. Or you could spin the wheel and possibly get an opportunity to come into the lounge, or you could join right there on the spot and come into the lounge, or you could already be a member of ABC. So it was made very, very, very exclusive with multiple ways to join and get inside of this activation lounge. The great thing about it is we were able to get 30 new members registered inside of the ABC VIP Activation Lounge at the Atlanta Black Expo. And you had to be there. You guys, this lounge was laid out inside of the expo. It was absolutely beautiful, stunning. We had catering just for ABC members inside of the lounge. It was, and the food was phenomenal. All ABC members were brought in to cater this event. So it was dynamic, and I was really, really, really excited and pleased. And I was able to walk around and interview a lot of people. But the thing that I think I wanted most was to have us represented. And we were one of the committees who we were asked to be present and represent. However, the caveat to that was we had to have at least 2 people available for each shift on Saturday and Sunday. That was a total of 8 people. We only had 3 people from our committee to volunteer. And so this is again why it is important for you guys to be in the know of what's going on inside of WhatsApp and inside of Circle, because, and I actually sent this out via email and via WhatsApp, but we only had 3 people to volunteer, not including myself, because I had to do something else on behalf of ABC. But we only had 3 people to volunteer from our committee, and therefore we could not have a booth and be represented. And it was critical that we're represented. Remember, we are a re-engaged committee. That means that we were lying dormant for several years before I stepped in. And so what ends up happening is people either didn't know we were even a committee, or they forgot that we were a committee. And so we've got to change that image and that trajectory. And it's really important that the public knows we're here and they know that we're here to serve. Because inside of ABC, we have the Training and Professional Development Committee, but then we have the Education and Workforce Development. And TPD, as we call them, are only for ABC members and inside of ABC. Our committee serves the Atlanta metro area at large. That means we go out into the community and serve and provide services and provide our talents and uplift and empower the community, the workforce that we have inside of the metro Atlanta area. So we have a much bigger audience and we have a much bigger playing field. And so it is essential that at events like the Atlanta Black Expo, we're represented. So in the future, that call is going to come around again for other events. And I want us to be represented. And I would love to see you guys there. So I want to make sure that for the future, you know this, that you are aware that these are things that are coming to the table for us and that you're a part of it. Because not only are you representing ABC and our committee, you also end up representing yourself and your own business. And that's what we want. We want to be able to leverage the membership inside of the chambers, the relationships inside of the chambers, in order to continue to build and grow even outside of the chambers. And that's how I've maneuvered and I've utilized and I've really pushed and been able to do a lot of things that I have from ABC, and being in front of some heavy decision makers is really leveraging the opportunities that come through the chambers. And so make sure you guys, again, feel free to use the chat to connect with one another, put your company information in there, who you are, let one another know who you are as we continue to engage and grow and learn one another. There are plenty of opportunities that one person may know about and another may not know about, vice versa. And then there may be some collaborative joint venture opportunities that could come from it. Tell one another who you are and what you do. Okay. Now, we did not have our speaker for this month, but we will have our speaker for next month. I have made lots of communication and attempts to really get our name out there more in the community so that people know that we're here, so that they can come and share more about their organizations and partnership opportunities and even contract opportunities inside of our community for you all. And so next month we will have a guest speaker to come on and discuss their particular opportunities that they have at the table. And I want you guys to make sure that you are there, you are present, and that you are ready to receive the information. But in the event, since we do not have a speaker, I guess I will dive in and tell you a little bit more about my business. And then I'm going to drop a survey link in the chat as well that I want you all to complete. Because since we have so many of you here this morning, it is essential that we get your feedback as your leadership team inside of this committee, and we know what it is you need, what it is you're looking for, what it is drives you, what do you need from this particular committee so that you're engaged and you are really leveraging your membership inside of the chambers. So I'm about to put the link in the chat. Okay, I just put the link in the chat for our membership feedback form. Please, before you leave the meeting today, make sure that you complete that form. And it is important. We are recording and we are going to dissect and analyze that information and utilize it to better serve you to the best of our ability. So a little bit about me and my business. So I've told you guys who I am, how long I've been in the chamber, some things that I've accomplished. My business is an economic development consulting firm. And so what that encompasses is I use my skill sets in real estate, in international business, as well as in the education sector to spearhead and continue to propel forward the economic development of various areas, including the metro Atlanta area, the state of Georgia, as well as the state of Alabama. And additionally, I have economic development projects that I am working on inside of Africa and South America. So those things excite me. And so what I do in terms of real estate is I consult and advise on real estate development, and I act as a liaison between development and developers and investors, bringing and marrying them together. Eventually, I'll get into some actual development projects myself with some colleagues, but I help them to do those types of things, including getting funding and figuring out cap stacks, infrastructural needs, etc. In terms of education, I have an education consulting company where I design workforce development programs and curriculum. And I have actually built out the workforce development program for the Atlanta Black Chambers. It is the only workforce development program which will be executed, and we will start to facilitate that this year. And I'll tell you a little bit more about those details in a few moments. But I also design curriculum and instruction for a variety of topics, even inside of the real estate industry. I've designed some training programs for various companies inside of the real estate industry as well. And so, of course, these talents expand internationally in terms of language and culture from other countries and doing business in the U.S. And I'm really excited about it because ABC is a company that helped me to expand my business internationally. And it gave me a really strong foothold in being boots on the ground and developing those relationships even further overseas. And so I'm excited about the work that I do. It is tiring. It is exhausting most days, but I actually really enjoy wearing the different hats and using my talents and my skill sets to propel forward everything that I am created to do in this earthly realm. So that's a little bit about my company. Again, I'm going to put the survey that I need you all to complete in the chat. I see y'all communicating and sharing your information in the chat. And some of you I'm going to be calling on very soon because I did not know that these things were in your wheelhouse. And because there are some opportunities that have come my way that I need to tap on some of you all for. This is why it's important that we're in WhatsApp as well, because I did not know about this. So y'all have many talents. Make sure you complete the survey, our member survey link that I just dropped into the chat, so that we can get the feedback on what you need and what serves you for this committee. Because while we have our ideas and our initiatives, I can only go so far guessing and assuming what it is you need. I want to know what it is you need, and we want to provide to you what it is that you need. Okay? So we have a few more things that we want to wrap up, and we're about to jump into some amazing opportunities that have come our way as a committee. So I have shared with you all that we have a workforce development program. And I share with you that that program has been designed out. There are some, I've actually already consulted with one of us on adding some additional technical assistance to the program itself and building it out in some additional capacities. So there was an opportunity that has already been presented that some people may have missed out on because we're not in WhatsApp. And then also, we are at a position where the Metro Atlanta community is aware, very well aware of us and our program that we have to offer. They are excited about us and our program that we have to offer. And we have certain target groups that are top priority for us, okay? So to roll out this particular workforce development program, we are focusing on technical colleges, workforce development agencies, and then some corporate employers. And what we have done already as a committee in terms of reaching out, please excuse me, we have reached out to the following technical colleges: Atlanta Technical, Atlanta Metropolitan. We have also reached out to South College, the Atlanta campus, Georgia Piedmont, and Perth Solace IT. So those are the ones that we've reached out to in terms of technical colleges. With our workforce development agencies, we've made contact with WorkSource Atlanta, with WorkSource Fulton County, with South Fulton. We've also made contact with Goodwill of Georgia. And then we have made contact with Year Up Greater Atlanta and the Salvation Army. In terms of our corporate employers, we're still working. It is a much, much bigger hill to climb, but we have not yet actually made any impact on the corporate side just yet, but we are leveraging some more of our ABC relationships to get into some of those doors and to have some of those conversations. And so what does that look like moving forward? Moving forward, Melvin, Keisha, and I. So Keisha, if you do not know, is your executive director. And of course, you know, Melvin is the president and CEO of ABC. We have a meeting coming up to further discuss the rollout of the program. And then we will start the opportunities of meeting with these particular agencies that I started making contact with in December. So they started becoming aware of the opportunity. They've been very excited about it. They have been asking repeatedly, you know, about setting up a meeting and making sure that they are able to understand more about the program, and then us being able to customize the program according to their particular needs. But we have a lot of traction and a lot of interest. So how does that impact you all? Well, yes, the program has been built out, but I can't facilitate it on my own. And I don't want to facilitate it on my own. So that's where a lot of you come in and your skill sets and being able to bring to the table facilitation. The goal is for us to actually get contracts with these organizations, not just rolling it out and giving of our times and talents for free. So that means that there is an opportunity for you to be subcontracted in these particular partnerships and receive compensation for your skill set. That is the goal here. The goal is not for us to just meet. The goal is not for us to just go out and just give our times and talents free all the time. Our goal, my goal for this committee, for our committee members, is to make sure that you're also being rewarded for your skills that you've developed, for your talent, for the years of service that you've already put into your businesses and your skill sets. So please know that this is not a one size fits all, that this is not just for Lauren. The goal in building this out was for all of us, or as many of us as possible at whatever junctures or, you know, intersections for us to be able to eat and work collaboratively together and be duly compensated, okay? So with that being said, there are some grants that we have applied for as well. There's been a lot going on in the background. There are a lot of grants that we have applied for, and there are some additional funding at the state level that we've applied for that we are waiting to hear back on the results of that. That may take a little time, which is why we're still moving forward with our community partners and gaining some of those partnerships and looking to see how we can actually be compensated on those ends. So keep your ear to the ground, get in WhatsApp, get in Circle, and let me know and be engaged, because that's where all the communication is. Again, make sure you complete that survey that I just dropped into the link for those of you who joined us a little late. It is our membership feedback survey that tells us what it is. And when I say us, I mean our particular leadership team for this committee. It tells us what you all need and what you all are looking for in terms of your experience inside of this committee, okay? I also just dropped the link for our WhatsApp group in the chat. If you have not joined our WhatsApp group, you need to get in there. That's how we're going to communicate. You're going to see less and less opportunities provided to you via email. They will only come through WhatsApp or Circle. If you are not in Circle, Circle is our ABC social media type of platform. It's an ABC exclusive only platform. If you are not inside of that platform, I just put my email into the chat. Please send me an email letting me know that you are not in Circle. Let me know if you are in good standing, meaning that you have either paid this month or you paid for the year. If you are not in good standing, let me know that as well, and we can figure out a way to help you. I can get you in touch with our membership director, IVL. All right, so here comes some dates for some different events that I need you guys to jot down that we are a part of. And this is crucial because I want to see you in the place and in the space, especially on April 7th. April 7th is our first collaborative event. We are collaborating with the South Metro Affinity Group of ABC. They have a social networking mixer every first Tuesday of every month. It starts at 6 p.m. and it's at Pseudo Bar and Grill in Ellenwood. This will be added into the WhatsApp group. This will be added into our Circle community. So please make sure that you join those. Make sure that you get this information jotted down. Again, our first event is going to be on April 7th with South Metro Affinity Group. This is their networking event. And it is a phenomenal event. It's normally really well attended. We want to see you guys there. The objective is to not only collaborate and connect with South Metro members, but it's also an opportunity to connect at large with South Metro organizations that are in workforce, organizations that are part of our education sector, as well as community leaders in South Metro and decision makers, anyone that you can think of, corporate partners are all going to be invited into the South Metro networking mixer that we have coming up on April 7th. So again, that's April 7th at 6 p.m. Pseudo Bar and Grill in Ellenwood. I've gotten many opportunities out of going to that mixer. I've built lots of partnerships and relationships from going to that mixer. So make sure you are there, okay? Our next date that I want you guys to put on your calendar is our collaborative event with the Real Estate and Professional Services Committee. Now, why will we be collaborating with them? And we're education and workforce development, because workforce development and education touches everything. Every industry needs us. They don't function without us. And so we are going to tap into the real estate world. And their chair, Matthew Coleman, and I decided that we wanted to connect at one of their top golf events that they do each month. That is going to be on August 14th. So our day to connect with and support and partner with the Real Estate and Professional Services Committee of ABC is on August 14th. Please put that on your calendar. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say start time is 12 p.m. I'll double check that time and let you know in our WhatsApp group. But August 14th, we are already set to partner with the Real Estate and Professional Services Committee. Also put on your calendar August 29th. We are partnering with the Young Entrepreneurs Collaborative and the Training and Professional Development Committee at the Next Gen Wealth Building Summit. That is August 29th. We will need hands on deck. We are still building out what that looks like. Some of you will possibly have an opportunity to present or speak at one of the breakout sessions, or either sit on one of the panels or sit on one of the panels for this event. We were specifically tasked and asked to be a part of this in collaboration with the Young Entrepreneurs Collaborative. So keep your eyes and ears open for those opportunities as well. Even if you want a speaker, there are additional supportive opportunities that we'll need hands on deck for that event. Coming up in September, the slated date is September 14th at 10 a.m. We will have our Economic Development Brunch and Learn. This is an event that I started when I was Director of Operations for the South Metro Affinity Group. And we have been doing it. We did it for 2 years last year. We were unable to do so. We just had funding issues due to a lot of things with inside of our economy. But we have the Economic Development Brunch and Learn coming up this year. And that Brunch and Learn brings together all of the community players in South Metro, including your county commissioners, your economic development specialists, your community development specialists, your lenders, your developers, your educators, your workforce development professionals, your transportation and logistics, your healthcare systems. When I say everyone, we bring everyone to the table for this event because all of us are part of economic development and a very, very in-depth ecosystem. And we've got to identify ways for us to be able to move forward collectively and collaboratively inside of a platform such as this. We always have an amazing time. We have grown year over year with this event. Had a lot of people asking last year about it. So we are excited to be able to bring that event back. And it is an ABC signature featured event. So September 14th, Economic Development Brunch and Learn. Let's also talk about our speed coaching event that we have slated for either June 12th or June 13th. We're waiting on the calendar confirmation. And this opportunity, for those of you who don't know, was brought to us by our very own Sophia Casey, who is on the call with us this morning. And so love that enthusiasm, Sophia. And so we're very excited about this opportunity. We have been trying to get this one on the books and actually executed since November of last year. But we are full steam ahead this time. We're going to begin working on the back end logistical things so that we can get communication out to you all and make sure that you are aware of and able to share with your network this event as soon as possible. Now, this is going to be a paid event, which is great because it also brings some dollars into our community. And we want to be able to do that inside of this particular committee because then it helps us to be able to fund additional initiatives that we have in place and that we would like to see come to fruition throughout the year. The speed coaching event is, I'm hoping it's going to become one of our featured events for this committee, but it is a wonderful opportunity to kind of reset and renew oneself, whether it's personal or professional needs. But if you think somewhat, a little bit along the lines of kind of like speed coaching or speed dating, but it's a 15-minute slot with a professional and certified coach who can help guide you in the right direction, both professionally and personally. And you will have an opportunity to see their profiles and select the coach and the time that really invigorates you and speaks to where you are at that moment in time and what you need in order to move your business forward successfully and move your life forward successfully. And of course, this is going to be offered to the ABC community at large. And then we're also going to offer it outside of the ABC community into our South Metro community, which puts us right back into serving, right? In any capacity, serving our community at large, including our collegiate students. So we're looking to host this on one of our HBCU campuses, and I am excited about it because we're finally going to get a chance to do this one. So rounding those off again, April 7th, 6 p.m., at Pseudo Bar and Grill in Ellenwood, we have the South Metro Networking Mixer. That is for us and South Metro. That is for us to make our footprint in South Metro. That is for them to know we are here, we are doing business, and we are a very high functioning and ready to work and engage committee. Opportunities do come from that. We also have June 12th or 13th is going to be our speed coaching event. Keep your eyes open for that marketing material. We have August 14th, our real estate and professional services collaborative event. There will be opportunities to not only network, but to actually possibly speak and present at this particular event as well. There'll also possibly be an opportunity to sponsor this event. So there are a lot of things there that could put your company in the forefront. That's August 14th. We have August 29th. The Next Gen Wealth Building Summit in collaboration with the Young Entrepreneurs Collaborative and the Training and Professional Development Committee. We have our Economic Development Brunch and Learn on September 14th at 10 a.m. Oh, and there's one other thing. We're also going to collaborate with the Young Entrepreneurs Collaborative on their Monday Beltline walk, which starts in April, if I'm not mistaken, and it goes through September or October. And I will keep you guys up to date on what that date looks like. And it's literally just a really unique way to network. It's nothing fancy. You come in your workout gear, whatever makes you comfortable, and we literally just walk the Beltline and we talk. It's actually a really, really relaxing and amazing opportunity to network. It's a way to get to know people without always having the intent of diving in and this is what my business does, and da da da. You get to, you do people with people like, and trust. So this helps to really accentuate that factor. Okay. Last but not least, we did not have a member spotlight for this month. We are offering all of our members the opportunity to be spotlighted. I'm going to say that again. We are offering all of our members an opportunity to be spotlighted each month during our call. Why is that important? Because then your community knows who you are, knows what your business does, and then they're able to connect with you and bring additional opportunity to you. It's another way for you to really leverage your particular business. And as we have our monthly speakers and presenters come to the table as well, that lets them know about your business and that you're here. And so we want you to take advantage of that. Sign up opportunities are coming. Let me make sure that put that form in the chat for you. But we do have our member spotlight opportunities. If you are interested, please fill out the form that you're about to see pop into the chat. Please fill out the form that you're about to see pop into the chat. So again, last little bit. That's the form if you want to take advantage of our member spotlight. Okay. So we have 2 slots for April, 2 for May, 2 for June, July, August, September, October, and November. Okay. That link is in the chat. Complete that one. Please make sure you've completed our member survey so that we can know how best to serve you and make sure we're getting to you what it is that you need out of this committee. I just put that link in the chat. And last but not least, if you have not joined our WhatsApp group, join the WhatsApp group. That is how I am going to know. That is how you're going to know the opportunities that are coming down the pipeline, not just within ABC, but from our Metro Atlanta community at large. And I've actually already started extending us somewhat over into other parts of Georgia where they are aware of who we are. I'm telling you, I'm taking us everywhere I can. So make sure that first link I drop, that's going to be if you're interested in the member spotlight. The second one is your feedback to us on what you need out of this committee. And then the WhatsApp link is underneath that. Okay. And last but not least, if you are not in our circle community, that's our ABC member exclusive community, you need to email me. Email just got dropped in the chat again as well. Please email me that you are not in circle. You need to tell me if you are in good standing, which means you're financial, or you're not in good standing. Either way, let's work out something and make sure we get you in that community, because that is also the platform we're going to use. We're not going to be using email. We are not going to be using anything other than WhatsApp and Circle. And WhatsApp is going to be the more immediate communication, and Circle is going to be the more consistent, going to take the place of email. Okay. So that's all I have for you guys today. I see that you have been putting all of your info in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to save the chat. I will share this with you all so that you have it. I'll also be sending out the recording and some meeting summary. Actually, Lucia's going to be sending those things out for us. But I hope that this committee call today has been enlightening, that it's got you a little bit more invigorated, making sure you want to get involved more, and knowing that we are moving forward steadily and consistently. We do not want to continue to tarry. We do not want to leave any opportunities on the table that make sense for all of us collectively. Okay. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. I want to express to you all my gratitude and my excitement that you took the time out of your Friday to come and join us. And I look forward to seeing you guys next month and to hearing from you one way or another, and seeing you on April 7th at our event with South Metro. I'd love to see more of your faces in the flesh. Okay. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you soon.